Girls, we're talking about imposter syndrome, and 70% of the population have experienced this feeling at least once. That means there's at least another 5 in this room who can identify what the girls have been talking about. Thoughts, things that we think about ourselves, that, you know, the things that we say to ourselves that aren't very nice. We're a fraud, we're a pretender, we're, you know, don't think you're that good, they're going to realise you're not. The floor is yours. Yeah.
Oh, it's coming to the no, it's something. I remember a conversation with a friend a couple of years ago, and it was that exhausting feeling that Vanessa was talking about, where I came to her and she was like a mentor to me, and I said, babe, I feel exhausted. Like, I feel like I am pretending with friendship groups because they expect me to be a certain way. They expect me to always be on, to be almost like the group clown constantly. And I couldn't do it anymore. And she said what the girls have come to realize, like, Holly, you're enough just who you are. Like, you weren't created to be this other person, this person that people expect you to be. And she said, you're so silly because who you are is so great. And if you go into a room and you want to, like, not be man, jokes galore, that's okay. And because I used to freak out that if I was quiet, that people would say to me, Holly, yeah, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And then it used to upset me. So then in order to not have people ask me questions, I would pretend to be someone else. Because I'm like, that's easier. But then, once again, as Vanessa said, I was exhausted. I couldn't do it. And yeah, it was quite a journey. I mean, thinking about that conversation now is really pivotal to me, because having not done that, like the whole it's okay to not be okay thing, which is what you talk about, Marcy, which is why we're doing this, resonates with me like to my core, because I wasn't okay and I was saying to a close friend, I'm not okay, like, tell me what to do. And yeah, it was the realization of, I wouldn't say it was from that moment on, but things changed when she spoke over me. You are amazing just as you are. If you want to go into a group or a party, whatever, and just lay back a bit, that's okay. It's kind of the opposite of SIPO, where I like had to pull back and be like, just chill out for a second and not be this person that people expected me to be. So yeah, I don't really have that problem anymore. I mean, I'll kind of bring myself, pull myself up on it if I'm going into a party or to see friends, and I take a deep breath and I'm like, okay, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Don't be anyone else.
Sometimes people ask me what I do and I just go, I teach dance. I just, you know, because I don't want to necessarily go into the whole, oh yeah, do this or do that, because...
Can I ask why?
Why?
Why would you not say you've been a CBeebies presenter? Why would you not say that, you know, you've done a lot of TV hosting and presenting? Why would you not say that? Why is it easier to say you're a dance teacher?
I think it's about expectation. Because as soon as you say that, automatically people's eyes light up and think that you're somebody special.
Yeah.
And as much as I know that, yeah, okay, I'm special. It's like, I'm not that special. Yeah. I'm just a normal person. I'm a normal girl who has normal struggles and bad days and gets moody. And as soon as you say, oh, I'm a children's TV presenter, they think that then somehow that you're some person who wakes up out of a Jack in the Box, covered in primary colours, and it's always nice to your kids. And it's just not true. And so it's easier to not say it, because there is this, that, you know, then you have to live up to it.
Yeah.
You know, if as soon as somebody knows that, you're automatically, you're on. Do you know what I mean? I can't be, you know, for example, like in the school playground, I got away with it for a good long time. Like, not telling any of the mums, like, what I did or whatever, and then all of a sudden it kind of came out, and then you just feel like there's eyes on you, and it's like you don't feel like you can just look really rough as you're going on the school run, because people expect you to be some kind of perfect person, which is just not who I am, and I'm okay with that, but it's almost like they're not okay with that. And if you don't live up to that, you almost feel like you're disappointing people. Like I feel like I can't tell my kids off in public because somebody might be watching and all, oh well, you're supposed to be like a really nice person. Not. So I think it's about
Yeah, well, it's funny because we were just actually speaking earlier about, I don't think what people don't necessarily understand is, I mean, it's fun having a career in the entertainment. It's so much fun. I think I feel really blessed to have been able to make a living doing it. But you spend most of your time unemployed. Like, a lot of your time is spent auditioning for jobs and getting rejected and having a lot of dry seasons. So I think, like what Joe was saying, when people ask you what I do, I dread that question, because the minute they ask you what you do, when I tell them, the next question is, so what are you doing at the moment? And it's like, I'm actually an unemployed person. I just turned 30 not long ago, and I think saying I'm 30 and I'm not in employment at the moment just sounds, I feel like a fraud a lot of the time.
Right.
So I think I completely relate to that, and it's become an issue when I meet new people, because I don't want to tell them what I do for a living, because I don't feel like I've hit, like what Joe was saying, when you say you're an actress, even Uber drivers are crying out loud. Like Uber drivers will tell me what I do, or ask me what I do, and I'm like,
oh my God. In LA, I'm like, I'm a songwriter. Oh, any songs are good on the radio? No, not yet. Just let me do my thing, sir. Okay, 4 stars. It's the worst. Sometimes I'm like, I work at a cafe.
Would you not rather just say, Beyonce's on hit? Yeah, that was good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do that next time.
Hey everyone, this is the last episode for this scene, so how about in the next 7 days, you look back over the 7 episodes to remind yourself of anything that resonated with you. Our hope is that perhaps you can be encouraged by one of the women's stories, or something that was mentioned in one of the group discussions, or perhaps one of the words of encouragement towards the end. We look forward to you joining us next Thursday for a brand new theme, but in the meantime, stay encouraged.